Welcome back to the On Business podcast. With tons of experience in different industries in Canada and the United States, Danielle and Brandon give you real talk, no nonsense expert advice about running and owning successful companies. Here's your host, Danielle Jenkins and Brandon White.
Danielle Jenkins, what's going on today? We're on the brink of the holidays.
We are. I think we're 5 days away. Like Sunday coming will be Christmas Day. Are you ready?
No. But our Christmas tree is up. Yvette put our Christmas tree up. I got it out of the garage. And this is the first year in probably 1 or 2 years that we put the Christmas tree up. So speaking of Christmas trees, I think your dogs knocked down your Christmas tree the other day, didn't they?
You must have saw that on my Instagram. Yes. So I am a huge Christmas person. I put up my Christmas tree usually around the 1st of December. This year I was a little late just with the new house and everything. And so I put up our Christmas tree, I believe December 10th. And I had beautiful feathers and sparkly bollies on it. It was just absolutely beautiful. And so because we have 2 new puppies joining us this Christmas, since last Christmas. Last year it was just Benny. This year we have Manny and Rocky. So a few times I've came home and Manny has pulled a couple of the ornaments off the tree. He's playing with them like they're his tennis balls or his rubber balls that he plays with. And so obviously, he's gotten yelled at and everything. And so then last week we came home and he had literally pulled the feathers, the bollies, the lights, everything off the bottom 3 feet of the tree. So I had to redo my tree. I had to turn the tree around because all the bristle or the branches were messed up and bent and disgusting. So thank God our tree goes into a corner. So I turned it around. Then I had to order all new feathers and balls because I didn't have enough at this point and I ordered them off of Amazon. And so they came yesterday, thank God. So last night after work, I spent the evening listening to Christmas music and redoing my Christmas tree.
Well, it looked very good. And I'm glad that I figured that's what happened. We had the cat, when we had cats, they used to climb in the tree. Oh. It was crazy. It was funny.
Craziness.
It was funny, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So here we are, we're on the brink of the holidays. I feel usually in the holidays, people want to put forth that everybody's pumped and has all this energy. And if you're a kid waiting for presents, you probably are. But if you are a business owner, a parent, I think the end of the year, you just feel tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do. I'm exhausted. Like these last few weeks have been insane.
Yeah, I think that they bring, and I think for some people, they can actually bring stress because you're doing the end of year business wrap up stuff. And then you're going into Christmas dinner or Christmas Day or even whatever your religion, Hanukkah, whatever it is, you're going into the holiday season, having to listen to Aunt Judy go off either far right or far left or something out there far into the universe. And it just can be annoying as hell.
Or asking when you're going to get married.
Well, Yvette and I dealt with that one, I think, for 14 years. So get used to it. It doesn't. Yeah. Apparently, that question is more of an issue with the people asking it, but that's probably for a different episode.
Yeah, agreed. Well, yeah, I think you're right. There's so many things, emotions and feelings and tasks that you have to do that can kill you literally at the end of the year, getting ready for the holidays. Business owners, especially, they're wearing like 20 hats on top of the 20 they already wear. And so I thought that's why this week's episode would be so great to share preparing for the holidays as a business owner, all while being a parent, anybody, or maybe not even a parent, but even myself, I'm not a parent, except to my dogs, but I have so much to do to prepare for the holidays. On top of being a business owner. And so I thought that would be a great idea to share. And then you're also going to share how to deal with personal stress going into the holidays while I share some stuff about the business side of things. So Are we ready to share with our guests?
Well, let's go.
Okay. So for myself, when I first started the business, I always used to take the time between Christmas and New Year's as a time to really hunker down and get all of the shit that you have to get done as a business owner at year end done during that time. And as my business started growing, as we started getting more staff, as we started, getting busier, I realized that I kind of needed that downtime. And there's no reason why, as a business owner, you're not spending that time with family and friends. It is such an important time of year to spend with all the people in your life, or maybe just a couple people in your life. But it is a time that you should be enjoying and taking some downtime, as we all need to as business owners, because we seem to forget that. And so I then started changing my mindset and getting everything I possibly can get done on a business side of view done prior to the holidays. So our company, we go on shutdown as of Christmas Eve, or the last Friday before Christmas Eve, until the new year. So this year we're off as of the 23rd and resuming on January 2nd, which is the Monday after the holidays. And so for us, we review all employee contracts and agreements. We review all of our client contracts and agreements. We review all budgets. We review all financials. We review absolutely everything getting ready into the new year. We also have to obviously send tax forms up here in Canada to our employees. So there's so many things that we have to do. We also review all of our employee handbooks, manuals, procedures, policies, standards, all of those things that everybody knows I'm crazy about. So for us, the last few weeks, now that we're done our holiday party, we're done all of our holiday promos, and I know we spoke about that a few episodes ago, so I hope you all use that checklist that we provided. But all of those things extra that we have to get done before the new year, or you should be doing before the new year, reviewing all of those so they're ready to go for January 2nd or 3rd. We do that now. So I'm absolutely exhausted. Yesterday I spent 3 hours reviewing all of the drafts for all of our new employee handbooks, all of the new things we're adding in. So I have been reviewing all those, preparing those, sending them to the lawyers, sending everything to the accountants. And I do that now. So as of December 23rd, I can shut down with the rest of my company, because as a business owner, I need that just as much as my employees need that. And as much as my family needs me to do that. I don't want to be at my mom's on Boxing Day writing up employee handbooks or reviewing terms of employee handbooks. So I wanted to do that now, ready, so I can enjoy my 4 days off in between Christmas and New Year's, just like I needed.
I think I've been staring into the camera, listening to you, thinking of all of the things I have to still do based on everything that you said. And it's true. I mean, it sort of builds up. I think one thing I don't know that I agree with you on is you said we should want to spend time with family and everything. I got to be honest with you. As a business owner, I really don't want to spend, not just as a business owner, just as a human, just living. I just really want to break from everybody, to be honest. I know it can be exciting to get together with family and do all of those sorts of things, but there's also this other side that just do nothing. Just decompress. I feel like there's a part of me now. If you have kids and things like that, and people are listening, they're really no choice in many ways. So God bless you. I don't know how a lot of people do that, but I will say that if you do that, you've definitely got to take that, figure out how to take that week. I think this year Christmas is on a weekend and New Year's is on a weekend.
Yeah, it's like the perfect setup, to be honest. It was like
setup? I feel like it's a terrible setup. The weekends are free anyway. Now we have to take the holiday on a weekend.
Oh, I love it. You know what? I think it's because it's my brain of weekend, and then Monday to Friday is just that week off. It's the perfect week. That's just how my brain works. It's I'm one of those people that like to see even numbers at the gas station and things like that.
Well, that's certainly one way to look at it. I feel like I'm getting gypped. Because then if Christmas was on Monday, then you would have that whole weekend plus Monday plus that next week, and then you'd have a short week. the way that I see it is like when you were talking about it and you said, oh, well, we get off and then we come back all fresh on January 2nd. The only thing going through my mind is, Jesus, man, like we're going to have a full week starting the new year. I would like a 3-day week or a 4-day week. But anyway, it's just the way 1 year we'll deal with it. But I don't have any super great magical pill. I don't think there's some magic thing that you and I can offer other than you just got to do it. I mean, at breakfast this morning, we were working with year-end 401k stuff. And I just been avoiding it, to be honest, because it's annoying. And I think the best advice that I could give as it relates to your business stuff and taxes, like year-end tax stuff for us, because we're on a calendar year, we've got to make adjustments this week and next week. Like there's just no two ways about it. Because otherwise you can't make them after the new year. And you can adjust things, but not the major things. And it's just one of those things. So I don't have any good advice on the business stuff other than make a checklist of what you need to get done and run at it.
Yeah.
And, that's not really magical advice because I'm not very good at it. I avoid it. Yvette's like, you've been avoiding this. And I said, yeah, I absolutely have been avoiding it because they're annoying as crap. I'm going to have to call them and spend 2 hours on hold. And it's just, it's those things that you tend to avoid. And I run at a lot of things. But anyway, my advice is just run at it, do the best you can, but definitely get it done before the main holiday because you don't want that on your mind. I think the other advice as it relates that you tasked me with on family is I think you just got to change your mindset. And the best you can is just, Aunt Judy's going to run her mouth. And I mean, and some cousin's going to be an idiot. And, there'll always be the one or two people that just annoy the crap out of you. And I think as hard as it is, you just have to smile and think of your goal. Yeah. And your goal is get through that moment. As bad as that sounds, it's grin and bear it. And just be glad that you don't have to put your head on the pillow at night with all of that stuff that whatever gets said, and I think you really have to figure out how to everybody has their own way to get into a mindset, but whatever that is, get into that because the last thing you want to do is come out of this phase of doing all this wrap up year end stuff and then go into the holiday and then you're just wiped out. But the other thing that I would, so that's it. Like you got to have the right mindset. I think it's also about expectations. I think a lot of people go into the holidays with their family with the idea there's this human thing called wishful thinking. It usually happens around Christmas and holidays too. But wishful thinking is, oh, well, they're not going to do that. They're going to change. And what happens is it makes it worse. Mm-hmm. So you basically need to it's not really mindset, setting your expectation. They are going to do it. They're going to do it. Yeah. They're going to poke you because that's probably what can happen in those situations. And you need to expect it. Mm-hmm. Because if you have this wishful thinking that it's not going to happen and it happens, it's as if it's a magnifier onto that moment. Like, Jesus, man, I thought Aunt Judy wasn't going to do that. Of course, Aunt Judy's going to do that. She does it every year. Yeah. So just expect it. Let it roll off of you. I don't know. I've always, in some big family events, you always see people just go into another room. So eventually that, you can use that as a strategy. But I do think you need to take a few days off at the end of the year, mainly because, especially this year, with this, like, you don't want to roll into a 5-day week after the new year. Like that's unrested. That's just you're going to beat yourself down. So take a few days off, take a few deep breaths. Don't look at the computer if you have a computer job, or if you don't have a computer, if you don't use the computer a lot, just stay away from the paperwork and the other stuff. And I think it is best also to give your people a day off if you can do that. And I know we have an episode for the new year on how to help employees who are facing burnout, and we're going to cover that in depth. But I do think that however you can do that and make it easy for them, it's just worth it. The dividends pay off for yourself and them in the long run. So that's my holiday advice.
I love that. I wanted to add to the personal, don't drink too much wine and get rowdy with your family. Just, bite your tongue. Like mommy always said, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. You don't want any arguments over Christmas dinner. And we're taking time off. We have a busy year this year. Obviously, Christmas Day is on the Sunday. So on the Monday, we're heading to my mom's, who actually live like 7 hours north of here. So we're actually making it a holiday. We're going up there for a couple days to do Christmas, do, the present thing, enjoy the snow up there because they have a lot of snow and it's like -20 where they are right now. So that'll be kind of fun. And then on the way back on the Wednesday, we're actually taking time to decompress. We're staying at a beautiful resort for a few days. We're getting massages. We're going on hikes with the dogs. And that's going to be our decompress time. I said no phone, no computer. We're not working. And we'll come into January fresh and clear and ready to go because I prepared. I did all my stuff this week and next week before the 23rd.
Well, I will get it done, and I am not going away, and I don't want to go away. I feel like I live on vacation sort of here in where we live in Half Moon Bay, but I am going to do nothing other than probably ride my bike and read some books and not deal, hopefully, with a lot of emails or anything like that. And if you have a company that, there are, Danielle, a lot of companies that can't turn it off. I mean, they need customer support. So just figure out how to carve out a little bit of time for yourself and have that mindset, and try to resist wishful thinking that things will be different when they won't, because then you won't be disappointed and you'll be prepared to react. So I wish everybody the best holiday season, and we're going to be back with another episode before the new year with some tips on how to set goals from our experience over the years.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everyone, and enjoy it.
Bye, everyone.